You were asleep every morning right here on Morning Express. Thank you, Brian. Now, as conflict and hunger in South Sudan forces more people to flee their homes and seek refuge in neighboring countries, a 70-year-old grandmother in Uganda's Yumbe district is helping South Sudanese refugees grow food crops on part of her land. Uganda has a liberal refugee policy that maintains open borders, allocates land plots to individual refugee families, and allows communities to donate land to refugees.
In Uganda's northern Yumbe district, a refugee family from South Sudan is out preparing land for the planting season. They are part of hundreds of thousands of civilians who have fled a 3-year civil war that has triggered the biggest cross-border exodus in Africa since the 1994 Rwandan genocide. 70-year-old Medina Noah has donated part of her land to allow the family grow crops. Uganda's liberal system allows residents in border regions to donate land to refugees. I gave them this land out of kindness. When the crops yield, they will be able to harvest them and have food. Host communities in Uganda usually donate land on the expectation that the donor funds that support the refugees will also help the villages in the form of shared public services such as roads, schools, wells, and clinics. The system has made Uganda a frequent sanctuary for those fleeing the many conflicts that have roiled Africa's Great Lakes over the last 3 decades. But aid flows are not keeping up with the scale of the exodus from South Sudan, putting a huge strain on resources. The fighting in South Sudan has displaced more than 3 million people, and according to the United Nations, by July, nearly half the population are unlikely to have a reliable food supply. Janet